Hi friends, my name is Vivekanandan. I am student of Sri Venkateswara College of Engineering, Bangalore. In this video, I am going to discuss about environmental protection and management. Now let's see contains unique characteristic of environmental problems, system approach to corporate environmental management, classification of environmental impact reduction effects, what is ISO 14001, purposes and structure of ISO 14001. ISO 14001 certification benefits, national policies on environment, national policies on abatement of pollutions, national policies on conservation of resources. Now let's see unique characteristic of environmental problems. Genetic modification of crops. The genetic modification of crops can have unintended ecological consequences such as the spread of modified genes to wild plants, impacting biodiversity and potentially create pesticide-resistant weeds. Waste production. The ever-increasing production of waste, especially plastic and electronic waste, contribute to land, water, and air pollution, posing serious risks to human health and wildlife ecosystems. Pollution, water pollution, contamination of water bodies due to chemicals, sewage, and industrial discharge harms aquatic lives and threaten safe drinking water supplies. Air pollution, emission from vehicles, factories, and agriculture release pollutants into the atmosphere, leading to respiratory issues, climate change, and acid rain. Overfishing. Overfishing disrupts marine ecosystem by depleting fish populations faster than they can replenish, endangering food security and biodiversity in oceans. Deforestation. The large-scale clearing of forest for agriculture and urbanization and logging destroys habitats, reduce biodiversity and contribute to climate change by releasing stored carbon. Ocean acidification. Ocean acidification caused by increasing CO2 absorption affecting marine life by altering water chemistry, which can damage coral reefs and shellfish and disrupt marine ecosystems. Now let's see systems approach to corporate environmental management. System approach. A system approach involves identifying, understanding, and managing integrated and interdependent process and their associated risks to enhance the effectiveness of an organization environmental management system. Process review analyzes the input and output of each process as a part of entire organization helps in understanding how they affect each other. Holistic problem solving. This approach enables managers to avoid addressing problems in isolation and promoting more comprehensive view of issues. Common models. The most widely used model for environmental management is ISO 14001, along with other frameworks such as the European Eco Management and Audit Scheme and the Responsible Care model from the American Chemical Council. Implementation methodology. Many organizations use the PDCA, that means Plan, Do, Check, Act methodology, based on demanding principle to implementation their EMS in accordance with ISO 14001. Focus on improvement. The emphasis in 21st century has been on the environmental revolution with a strong focus on continual improvement in ISO management systems. Three-step processes. In 1995, three-step processes was developed. Identify, ensure, improve to aid in management systems implementation. Application of steps. The three-step process can apply to both quality management and environmental management systems implementation. Now let's see classification of environmental impact reduction effects. Use energy more efficiently. Implementing energy efficiently practices and technologies can significantly reduce energy consumption. This include uses energy efficient appliances, optimizing heating and cooling systems, and incorporating smart technologies that monitors and adjusts the energy uses and based on demand. Install renewable energy resources. Transaction to renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, hydroelectric can drastically cut greenhouse gas emission. Businesses and homeowners can invest in solar panel, wind turbines, or geothermal systems to generate clean energy. Conserve water. Water consumption measures including fixing leaks, using water efficient fixtures, and adopting practices such as rainwater harvesting and grey water recycling. These effects help to preserve these precious resources and reduce energy used for water heating and treatment. Reduce and reuses like recycling. Emphasizing the waste hierarchy can minimize waste and resource consumption. This includes reducing the amount of waste generated, reusing materials whenever possible, and recycling material to keep them out of landfills and reduce the need for new raw materials. Travel less. Reducing travel and particularly by car or plane can lower carbon footprints. Alternatively, including telecommunicating and using public transportation, carpooling and biking or walking when feasible. Consider near sourcing. Sourcing materials and goods locally can reduce transportation emissions, support local economics, and provide fresher products. This strategy minimizes the environmental impact associated with long distance shipping. Now let's see what is ISO 14001. But let's see ISO full form, International Organization for Standardization. Now let's see definition. ISO 14001 is an international standard that specifies the requirement for an effective environmental management system. It is a part of ISO 40000 family of standards that focus on various aspects of environmental management. Now let's see purposes and structure of ISO 14001. Purpose: the main goal of ISO 14001 is to help organizations improve their environmental performance through more efficient use of resources and reduce of waste. This in turn supports sustainable development. Structures: ISO 14000 is structured around the Plan Do Check Act, in short form PDCA cycle, which helps the organization systematically manage their environmental responsibilities. These structures include plan, establishing objectives and processes to deliver results that align with the organization environmental policy. Do implementing the process as a plan. Check monitoring and measuring the processes against the environmental policy and objective. Act taking action to improve performance based on monitoring result and measurement results. Now let's see ISO 14001 certification benefits. Improved environmental performance. ISO 14001 helps organizations systematically manage their environmental responsibility, leading to reduced waste and resource consumption and pollution. Regulatory compliance. Achieving certifications demonstrates compliance with current and future environmental regulation, helping to avoid legal penalties and fines. Cost saving. By improving efficiency and reduce waste, an organization can lower operational costs. Efficient resource uses and waste management can lead to significantly savings. Enhanced reputation and credibility. ISO 14001 certification singles has commitment to environmental stewardship, which can enhance an organization reputation among a customer, stakeholder, and the community. Market advantage. Many consumers prefer to engage with environmentally responsible businesses. Certification can help organizations differentiate themselves in a competitive marketplace. Risk management. Implementing a EMS allows organizations to identify, assess, and mitigate environment risk, improving overall risk management strategies, employee management, and awareness. The certification process involves training and engaging employees and leading to increased awareness of environmental issues and fostering a culture of sustainability. Continuous improvement. ISO 14001 emphasizes the importance of continuous monitoring and improvement and encouraging organizations to regularly assess and enhance their environmental performance. Supply chain efficiency. It can encourage and better environmental practices throughout the supply chain, which can enhance overall supply chain efficiency and sustainability. Access to new markets. Some market and client require ISO 14000 certification as a prerequisite for doing a business, and so certification can open new business opportunities. Let's see now. National policy on environment. National policy on the environment are framework established to guide a sustainable development, protect ecosystem, promote environmental health. Key point components typically include Environmental Protection Acts. Legislation aimed to protecting the environment from harmful activities. This include regulation on emission waste as possible and land uses. Environmental policy and comprehensive strategies that outline the government approach to managing natural resources, preventing degradation, and promoting sustainable practice. Biodiversity Action Plan initiative to protect and preserve the biological diversity and habitats, often addressing issues like deforestation, species extension, and conservation of protected areas. Climate change policy. Measure to mitigate and adapt to climate change effects, which may include emission reduction targets, renewable energy initiatives, and resilience building strategies. Now let's see national policy of abatement of pollution. National policy for abatement of pollution focus on reducing pollution level, improving air quality, water quality, and soil quality. Key aspects also include air quality standards regulation that set permissible level of various air pollutant to protect public health and the environment, often enforced there through permit and emission trading scheme. Water quality management policy aim to prevent water pollution throughout wastewater treatment regulations, safe drinking water standards, and protection of aquatic ecosystem. Waste management policies, guidelines for the reduction and reuse, recycling, and safe disposal of waste and to minimize the environmental impact, including a hazardous waste and management regulations. Pollution control technology. Support for a development and environment implement of technology aim at reducing emission and discharge from industrial processes and such as scrubbers, filters, and cleaner production methods. Now let's see national policy conservation of resources. Conservation policy focus on mainly sustainable use and management of natural resources. Important components include sustainable resource management policy, strategies that promote that sustainable use of resources such as forest, fisheries, and minerals, and ensuring they that they meet present needs without compromising compromising future generations. Energy conservation policy initiates aim to at reducing a consumption through efficiency standards, initiative for renewable energy and promotion of alternative energy resources. Water conservation program policy to manage their water resources efficiently, such as rainwater harvesting and groundwater research recharge. and the sustainable irrigation practice. Land use planning framework that promote the sustainable land use practice, protect the natural habitat and prevent the urban sprawl, often the incorporating zoning laws and land preservation strategies. Thank you.